Okay, guys, this is Mr. Bitter back with Game 4 of STX versus WeMade, and this is going to be a good one. This has been a set of mirror matches. We saw Baby versus Soul in a TVT. We just saw Calm versus Roro in a ZVZ. And now, with STX down 1 to WeMade's 2, Cal has to win here to push this set to an ace match. Cal is the teal toss at 12 o'clock. Pure, his very competent opponent, is in white, and he's down at 6 o'clock. Now, Cal has to be the favorite in this match. He has some very, very strong PvP. However, Pure is not one to be taken lightly. He has not exactly been streaking in Pro League here lately. However, he's always a force to be reckoned with. He is one of the stronger players on WeMade's team, and I really expect him to put on a great show. Now, anyways, this is a PvP. This is a matchup that some people openly loathe. I, for one, really enjoy it. I'm a Protoss player. PvP is probably my worst matchup, but I do have a lot of fun playing it. While it's not as fast, frantic, and chaotic as ZVZ, it is, in my opinion, the most dynamic matchup in all of StarCraft. Both players are having to constantly scout each other and adapt to what the other is doing. It really is, or it really can come down to fractions of a second being the difference between a win and a loss here. The Protoss's ability to really explode with some devastating harass is really, I think, unrivaled in StarCraft. And when you get two competent TOS players playing each other, you always have the threat of a big Reaver drop, a big Storm drop, something like that to just cripple an economy and totally swing the game in the favor of one guy or the other. Now, both guys are, both guys are not opening with similar builds. Cal, down in teal, is opting to go for some relatively quick tech, while Pure, who is up there in white, has not placed his gas yet. He does have there's a little manor pylon, blocking pylon, if you will, down in Cal's base. Anyways, Pure has just planted his gas. For a second, I thought he might be thinking about going for a fast expansion, but it looks like he's decided against that. He's got his first Zealot out. There's the difference right there. Cal opted to make the core faster rather than getting that first Zealot, and you know, I think it's probably going to work out to his advantage because Pure's not really going to be able to do anything with that Zealot before a Goon comes out. He's only going to be able to chase that probe around his that scouting probe around his base. There's a Zealot out for Cal. I guess he started that after the core finished. Cybernetics core warping in for Pure as well. Both players with similar builds now at this point in the game. Just establishing their economies, and we'll probably see second gateways from both of them shortly. And once the scouts get ushered out of either base, then we're going to see the tech choice, and the tech choice is one of the is the defining feature of PvP. Unlike TVT and ZVZ, there are distinctly different tech choices that the Protoss players can make in the mirror matchup. They can go Robo Reaver, they can go Robo Obs, they can go Templar Tech, and all three are extremely viable. And this really cute micro by Cal up there in Pure's base going around the Zealot. All three of the tech choices that a Protoss player can opt for in the mirror matchup are viable, and one counters the other nicely. For example, if a player opts out of getting a fast observer, obviously he's going to be very susceptible to a DT attack. Now Cal looks like he might be setting up an expansion, and he did just place that Nexus. Now this is something that any I guess mid-level non-pro gamer is going to tell you not to do in PvP. Protoss versus Protoss, like I said, super dynamic matchup, and it can literally be decided by one unit or one fraction of a second. And doing something like planning a fast expansion is very, very... Wow, look at that. Pure's done the same thing. So there will be no advantage gained by either player here. What I was going to say is that when you take that 400 minerals and invest it in a Nexus, there's a fairly large window where your opponent is going to have 2 to 3 more units than you, and that can be very, very game-changing. Now, on this map, this is Destination. On this map, with the spawn positions being so far apart, I guess the players are thinking that any unit advantage that one side would have over the other would be offset by the travel times. So maybe that's why they both went for the fast expansion. I don't know. Robo down in Cal's base. I think I saw one up in Pure's base also. So it looks like both these guys are playing it safe and standard. Yeah, there's the Robo in Pure's base there. Identical builds. Second gateway's down. I don't know if either of them have started range yet, but if they haven't, it will be following shortly, and if they have, it's probably already done. Nexus is warping in for both guys at around the same time, and right now they're just going to kind of posture up what units they have on the near side of each of their little bridges there. Observatory going down for both players, and Cal is opting for Citadel, so he's gonna grab Templar Tech before even considering Reavers. Did I just see? I might have just seen a shuttle in Pure's base. He might have gone shuttle obs into Reaver. If he did, that should make for some interesting harassment opportunities. 2 more gateways going down for Pure, so he's gonna jump right into macro mode. Now Cal's choice to go Templar is no, I didn't see a shuttle in Pure's base. Cal's choice to go Templar is a pretty interesting one. Going Templar at this stage in the game means he's probably not going to have any opportunity to harass with DTs. Detection is out for Pure, and DT harassment is going to be pretty ineffective. Looks like Pure might be pushing out with a small group coming down the middle of the map here. I don't know if he's trying to just establish some map control. At the same time, Cal looks like he's pushing across his bridge. I guess both players are just kind of getting out. A little scout there for Cal trying to sneak in, but it's going to get shut down. Cal is actually chasing down Pure's observer, and he just picked it off. Anyways, like I was saying, a DT harassment at this point is not going to be effective, so Cal is almost certainly going for fast storm, and that could really net him a nice advantage. If he gets 2 storms out well before Pure, he's going to have a big window where he can attack and inflict significant damage. Both players are still kind of macroing up. There's been no engagements of any sort at this stage in the game. Both players want to be sure. There goes the Templar Archives for Pure, so he's going to be well behind Cal for a while as far as the Storm Tech goes. Again, both guys just in macro mode. 4 gateways for Pure. I think that's more than Cal has right now, but I don't think Pure is really pumping hard off all 4 of them. He's adding a lot of tech, and well, 4 up for Cal as well. So I guess they're on the same page pretty much. There's a shuttle out for Cal, so he's going to be going for a drop, and I would guess it's going to be a storm drop. I can't imagine him going for DTs at this point in the game. Storm drop right now. Like I said, in PvP, Protoss players have ridiculous firepower in their drops, and so a storm drop would be absolutely game-changing. One thing to note, however, those 2 Templar, if he uses those to drop probes rather than using them to engage Pure's army, Pure will be able to counter, and there might be very little Cal can do about it. Here comes the drop, and there's nothing doing. I guess, I don't know, maybe that was mismicroed by Cal, but Pure saw it. He moved his probes out of the way. Cal didn't drop at all, and so now the cat's out of the bag, and Cal has to figure something out. He can now pull that shuttle back to his army, and he can use those storms in a significant military engagement. Pure has High Templar out now as well. They probably don't have enough energy for storm yet, but they will shortly, and I'm sure that the tech is not far behind. There's one DT out for